much for allowing me to share Dharma on this wonderful occasion. My name is Yagi. I'm Residence Minister of the Honganji of the Honganji Mission of Hawaii. Today I'm supposed to make my message in English, but I cannot speak well, so please forgive me or allow me to use the pidgin English. Alright, so you know, when you get the nice present from someone, when you are feeling peaceful, you will say, "Oya, mahalo ya brother, mahalo." Thank you very much. Yeah, so we can say thank you very much easily, very easily. Since receiving a gift, receiving a benefit is quite agreeable to yourself. But nowadays, however, even on such occasion, there seem to be some kids and some adults too who cannot express thanks. I'd like to share my experience. I used to work at the hospital as a volunteer chaplain. One day, the Japanese boy who was about intermediate school age came to emergency room. He was with his mom, and mom looked so tired. So I told her to go rest for a little while. While the mother was resting, I talked story with the boy. Slowly, he starts to express his appreciation to his mom, but he doesn't want to say anything. I can understand his feeling, because I had a similar situation in my Hanabata days some 10 years ago. Sorry, 20 or 30 years ago. A little bit shame, yeah, you know, a little shame and don't know how to say, how to express. So I gave the advice to the boy. I told him, why don't you repeat the word "Okaasan arigato" in your heart, in your mind, and just over and over. Next morning, when he released from the hospital, his mom came to see me, and she told me that my boy said, "Arigato, Okaasan, Okaasan arigato," and he also said, "Gomen nasai." And the mother was so, lots of times she "arigatou gozaimashita, arigatou gozaimashita," she told me. So that was part of my job as a chaplain, but I feel very good. So talking about arigatou, when you write in kanji, it goes aru and mutsukashi. It means it is difficult to have or difficult to be. About 15 years ago, I had a car accident and injured my right point finger. I had gypsum, and that was so inconvenient because I couldn't use the chopstick to kakao the bento. Hard time to write. Yeah. So I felt how arigatai my finger and my hands when I took off the gypsum. You know, as for thanks, arigato, even world travel book pick up such words as thank you very much in English, arigato in Japanese, merci in French, xie xie in Chinese, mahalo in Hawaiian. At the very first page of the conversation examples. However, when it comes to expressing apology, what will happen? Even 3-year-old kids will not say, "I'm sorry" or "pardon me" so readily. A fact that every parents know that. My Aya Honganji has a preschool, and I sometimes play with the kids. So, and I don't want, but quite often I gotta scold the guy in Kolohe boys. You know what this means? Yeah, I have to scold that kind follow him is naughty. So, yeah, how I scold is, hey boy, listen to me. No, Bull, that's your fault then. You gotta say something. Just kidding, I never said that. So, grown-ups do say excuse me or sorry for social lubrication rather often. But very few apologize sincerely saying, I do beg your pardon, it was my fault, and I don't know how to make excuses. So deeply rooted is our human ego. In Nembutsu, both pardon me and thank you are intermixed. Having one's own karmic evil recognized by the limitless light of the Buddha, one cannot bow to say pardon me, while looking up and praising the Buddha's boundless compassionate vow to save such an evil being. One cannot help expressing heartfelt gratitude. You know, in the third paragraph of the Renya Shonin's Creed, the Ryogemon, it says, oh, by the way, this is Hawaii Kyodan translation, so you might have different version of the translation. But the third paragraph said, we acknowledge gratefully that we are able to hear and understand this teaching because of the benevolence of our Master having appeared in this world and of the successors in the transmission, the good teachers whose words were not shallow. And the fourth paragraph is about how to live our life as a Nembutsu follower. Beyond this, we will observe the established rules of conduct throughout our lives. Now, what is the rules of conduct? Renya Shonin wrote a letter, is Gobunsho, entitled Okite no Sho, the chapter on the manner of conduct. So I'd like to conclude my message with the sharing of the translation of Renya Shonin's Gobunsho. If we have listened seriously to the meaning of the faith of other power of our school and have received faith, we must place the essence of this faith deep within our hearts and not expound it to others, not of our sect. Furthermore, wherever we may be, in the alleyways, avenues, in our village, and elsewhere, we must not openly boast of the virtues of our faith without discretion as to those who may be present. Also, do not be disobedient to the district and local officials of government saying, I have attained true faith, but accept more and more of our civic responsibilities. We must not insult the various deities of the bodhisattvas of the other school, as they are all embraced within the 6 characters, Namo, Ami, Da, and Butsu. In particular, while actively abiding by the laws of the society outwardly and holding fast to the faith of each of the other power inwardly, we must live out lives based on the common morals. It must be understood that all the foregoing are points concerning the matter of conduct as established by Jodo Shinshu, our Jodo Shinshu sect. With reverence, I remain. Namo. Thank you very much.